Well, friends, now that Amber knows that she's being plotted on, how does she respond to that? How does the character respond to being plotted on by Anthony? Let's go.
Chugging along. Anthony and I have been doing counseling, just trying to see where that goes. Girl, why he sent me some flowers the other day?
Well, that's interesting because he came to me and tried to ask me a favor about getting y'all back together. And I said, absolutely not.
What?
Exactly. I don't know where it was. I just didn't know his intentions. I didn't know he was genuine. So I didn't want to,
So
come
he
to
just
you.
out here, and has he talked to Chase about it?
I'm sure.
Where is Chase?
In LA, handling meetings. You know him.
And Candace has done the right thing. Candace has done the right thing by not assisting Anthony because she doesn't know his motives. And the last thing you want is for you to be the person that tried to offer the setup and the setup don't work. The last thing you want is that person. You know what I mean? Because you set up somebody and it don't work out and then come back and say, well, yes, you were the one that set me up. You don't want to get into that.
For I got the house
I
to
didn't know
myself.
he was being so free with his intentions.
I didn't know really. I was like, he's coming to me. I mean, yeah, I'm married, but I was like, what can I actually do something that you kind of messed up, So I was like, I don't know what I should do here.
I swear, Candace, this is all like super confusing, right? It's like you take vows, you love your husband, you say for better or worse, and then he comes back and he wants to. I'm just confused as to what to think.
Right.
Why are you confused though, Amber? There's not really much for you to be confused about. I don't know why there's confusion in Amber's head. The deal is this, Amber. The man sleep with their best friend. He had your best friend pregnant. You just have a decision to make. Either you're going to take him back with the best friend and the baby, or you're going to let him walk with the best friend and the baby. It is really as simple as that. I know she's trying to make it seem as if it's very complicated, but it's not, really.
And then stuff like this morning, I'll tell you about that. It just makes me feel like I'm in somebody else's world. Like I'm living somebody else's life. Like this cannot be my life. Mm-hmm. But clearly it is. So he's what? So tell me, he what was he saying?
I told him to pray about it. I said, if you really want it, just keep trying. I mean, what else can I actually do? I'm like, I'm not about to go to this woman and say, hey, your man wants you back, So
After
you guys
you
are,
cheated, and after you had a whole baby on me with my so-called best friend.
That's never gets old to me.
Let me tell you right now. I don't know what he's doing right now. I don't know if he's living with Shayla, if he sees her every day, I don't know any of this.
And that's the point. You don't know any of that. And because you don't know any of that, you have a decision to make based on the unknown. What we sometimes we try to do is we try to get certainties. And you're not going to get certainties in life all the time. You're going to have some unknowns and you're going to have to make a decision and live with the decision.
But you want me to get back with you?
Yeah.
I don't even know where you are.
So what do y'all talk about in therapy? Are y'all just kind of working on each other separately, or like, how does that even work? I mean,
He told me he still loved me. Of course, she wants to dig deep and figure out where this is all coming from. I'm like, no, you need to dig deep on him.
absolutely.
Like, what's going on in his life that he feels like it's okay to go have a baby on me?
All right. So I don't quite agree with all of that with digging deep on just Anthony. No, you want to dig deep on both of you guys because you're talking about the marriage, right? And so there's something that has actually occurred. Whether you're going to ask and dig deep on Anthony, that's fine. They will have to dig deep on you as well to find out exactly where your head is at. I don't know why Amber seems very confused, guys. It's almost like it's this whole level of confusion that she's in, and I don't know why she's in this level of I don't know what the level of confusion is for. It doesn't make sense to me. The confusion to me doesn't make sense because I'd have always believed that you just have two choices. Either you're going to stay or you're going to leave. There is no in between those things. Now, I think what she's battling with is people like Angelina showing up to the house trying to get the house. And if that's what you're battling with, you may not want to battle with that because that don't really make no sense. You understand? You just go through the divorce process, state the case as to what you want. If you want a house, state say you want a house, state whatever it's that you want, and just leave it there. But you can't have the two things then. You can't have Anthony and want him to be what you want him to be at the same time. I think she's actually going to the same thing that Kelvin's wife talk about, where Kelvin knows what he's getting himself into. You understand? But yet still, him willing to cross the boundaries and cross the border. It could be the same kind of scenario. That's what it's sounding like. Because of how indecisive she's seeming. But I could be wrong. Let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.